in lobby. I'm like, they said go, 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 good luck. I'm like, yeah, that's
Oh.
amazing banter, zombie. I'm sure. Like, what the fuck? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are in game number 2. Very quickly, no less. Here for the Ting Open wildcard qualifiers. The winner of this will, of course, go on to the qualifying match, where the brackets are a little bit slower on the top half. They will wait to fight either against Keen, Healer, Naniwa, or Tefl at this point. One of those 4 remaining else there is. So a couple of best of 3s still ahead of us before we're done with the cast today. I want to thank you guys kindly for joining us as we hop into the intros. Bottom left side of Dusk Towers, it's the red Zerg player, Team Liquid's Snute.
The top right, as the pink Protoss player, it's PRIMELOT.
And while I should be directing you guys to the Ting site, I do want to, once again, just kind of give a little bit of a direction to our own website, basetrade.tv, because the groups for Ting start as soon as tomorrow with the North American group. And we want to make sure you guys are keeping up to date and following everything around. Now, there are 2 different group stages. So tomorrow's group, for example, whoever wins that, they'll be seeded into another group. That group will lead to the round of 8, and that, of course, is when the tournament becomes a little bit more standard from what you guys would see. And I'm very excited to keep casting a lot of these games, but we want to make sure you guys come check them out. So basetrade.tv, in fact, I'm just going to put it in chat really easy. And before I spell it wrong, I already did. Basetrade.tv, guys. Click on the calendar section. There's no ads on the website. There's no malicious content. We only want you to use this website as a tool to help yourselves keep better up to date with what's going on the channel. The number 1 question we get asked constantly is, when are you casting and what are you casting next? So hopefully with the calendar feature, we recently took the feedback of some. We added a countdown timer and all this cool stuff. So keep the feedback coming, guys. We want to keep improving the site as much as we can.
Indeed. So Dust Towers, Snute does get away with the 3 hatch before pool, and PRIMELOT does go ahead and get that Nexus first as well. Makes a lot of sense. Now Snute could still try and do an Overlord drop if he had speed, you know, actually going up to Medbot boost, but he's not, so it does look like he's going to be straight to Roaches, most likely, in a very dedicated macro game. And PRIMELOT now actually has time to do something himself, and not just die to Lynx. He could go for a fast 3rd base. He could try and do something a little bit cheesy, as we were talking about in the beginning of last game. We were opening up all these options for both players, and, well, then it just ended abruptly.
Well, I'm trying to remember. There was a player in one of these brackets we cast recently, whether it was IEM or maybe it was our Ting European qualifiers. Snute got knocked out by somebody doing Proxy Dark Shrine into, like, follow-up all-in the next game.
Oh, yeah.
And I think maybe it was PRIMELOT. It was either PRIMELOT or maybe T-Bull or one of the cheesier Protosses. But the point of it being, like... if it was PRIMELOT, like, we'd have to really go back and look. But if it was PRIMELOT, I think it'd be hilarious because this is like the perfect payback for Snute for that first game.
Yeah, I'm not sure. T-Bull kicked out Mana, not Snute, as far as I remember.
Oh, right, it was T-Bull. Yeah, he did the DTs to Mana. My bad. Sorry,
yeah, so it might have been PRIMELOT.
Maybe. Okay, either way, the Adept coming across the map is going to see some of these Lings coming out. This isn't too revealing. Nice moves. Oh, and then she did shoot again. So.
Your moves suck.
Show us your move.
Moo. 2 Adepts getting in here want to actually scout more than just the Lings, and they don't really get a scout at all, except seeing that, hey, he didn't go for the fastest Ling speed beyond the 3 hatch. Now, Snute should probably still get Ling speed eventually, of course. It's just a very good upgrade to have, but being able to skip it does really add to his economy. PRIMELOT goes for a fairly quick 3rd of his own with a diagonal wall off. Unfortunately, Dust Towers, instead of big natural, you do still have a very large right section. But without Ling speed, it's not worrying.
I wonder actually how many more spaces, because actually, you think about it, like, this actually can't be that much more to wall off than adding on the section to the right side here as well, right? I guess it's faster to do it this way, so never mind. Yeah.
You answered your own question.
Yep. I love when I do
well
that.
done. Yep. The double Oracle coming in here. Well, the next one is on the way, I should say. But hopefully you will keep this one alive so that you have plenty of Revelations and Stasis Traps, so it's going to go down. No!
Oh, wow. Nice pick off for Snute. And, oh, you know what? I didn't see the roaches popping either. That, like, if that Oracle had tagged a Revelation, if it stayed around for a few more seconds. I'm going to break the graphs. Did he even see the Roach Warren? He did. At least see the Roach Warren.
Snute going for a really big push here is going to be really hard for PRIMELOT to hold on, especially with a couple of Ravagers. He just doesn't have that much of an army. You know, 2 Adepts, maybe Cannons, plus Photon Overcharge, if he knew the stack was coming. The second Oracle could have seen the Roaches and Queens move out. It's going to see a lack of a Queen at the third base, and that's like a little suspicious, but I don't know how much you can read in that one. Oh no. Oh no.
It might be too late. It's 60 armies to apply to 13 Samigrum.
Yeah, he sees no Queen at the third and the natural. Like something's got to be like a little fishy. But unfortunately, like even if he knew this was coming, what could he do? Throw down last minute cannons, maybe. But otherwise, like
Actually, I think cannons would be. I think cannons would be great, but it's too late now, obviously.
Yeah, they would have been finishing up like right now. So the Corrosive Biles, unfortunately, is so good against both cannons and Potent Overcharge. Already tearing down that one pylon, opening up for the Lings to try and get past. There goes the second pylon. Oh, not quite.
Actually, depowering this could be really powerful too, but GG is going to get called. We're going to have a very fast series of Snute. We'll take a 2-0 and move on to the grand finals of grand finals. However, we do find ourselves with